Alright guys, so we're back at the table and I want to just quickly show us where we are at. So this is the down part of the dress, as you can see, and this is the inside, looking very clean, as you can see. Just this part that needs to be weaved. This will be weaved with a weaving machine as an overlocking machine. Okay, and then this is the front part. Okay, this is the top. These are neatly ironed bustier, and here this is the neckline. Our bishop collared neckline, as you can see. And so let me just quickly turn it around and show us the back as well. Here is the back, and the back obviously is going to be locking together here. So this part and this part is going to be locking together. All right, so here this is the back. This is a neatly attached back piece, and so as you can see here, and this is it. This is the neckline that is going to be coming together like so, giving us this inverted V shape from the neckline all the way to the top bodice. As you can see, it's an inverted V shape. Okay, and this is the zipper that's been sewn as well. This is the zipper, and all right, so this is the slit on the side. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing now is attaching the sleeve. This is the sleeve that we prepared. We're going to be attaching the sleeve. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and attach the sleeve to the bodice. Attach the sleeve, okay, and then we're going to sew the sides. When I attach the sleeve, we're going to go ahead and sew the sides and join the sides together, and this dress will pretty much be ready, because after sewing the sides, what's left will be the inner weaving to keep it completely clean inside. Okay, so let's head over to the sewing machine. I'm trying to check for the part that I indicated, the front and the back side of the sleeve. Okay, this is the chalk mark, so this is the front, so this goes here. So let's keep this, and this one is going to come here. That's the chalk mark. So I'm going to find the middle. You all know how to attach sleeves to dresses, but let's go over it because my class has to be well explained. It's just who I am. If I don't tell you everything, I feel like I have not even started. That's just me. Okay, so something I want to show you. You see the way we attach this bishop collar. I'm going to check the under, the direction the shoulder seam allowance is going from where you attach it to the bishop collar. So it's going this direction, so I'm going to just maintain that direction as I attach the sleeve. Okay, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm placing this together, and you can pin it down and start sewing. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew and attach the sleeve. Okay, so here this is sewn, so you can see this is the under and this is the top, and this is how our sleeve is supposed to come, with this dangling on top of it like this. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is just sew the sides together, but first let's attach the sleeve on the other side. Alright, so it's time to sew the sides of the dress, and for this flare part, I'm just going to be using 1/2 inch for the flare, so that you still maintain the fullness. Okay, around the flare area, I'm just going to use 1/2 inch to sew it, and then when I approach towards the straight part of the sleeve, I'm going to now use the 1.5 inch that we have set aside for our sewing seam allowance. Okay, so I'm going to be using 1.5 inch when I get to the part that is straight. Don't just assume your measurement. Use your tape to measure to be sure that the allowance you set aside is what you are using for perfect fitting. Alright, so if you look at the system in which I'm sewing this, you see that this part is looking very clean because this is the right side of lining and this is the wrong side of the lining and this is the wrong side of the main fabric. Okay, so the wrong side of the lining is covering the wrong side of the main fabric, making it look very, very clean. Okay, if you use this method, at least the only part you have to weave will not be the zip allowance. That's the rough patches around the zip allowance so it doesn't fray. Also, make sure to align this joining on the waistline. If you have multiple joinings on the dress, make sure you align them for the front and the back when you are sewing it so that it will appear professional, so that one line will not go higher than the other. So when you align it, you use your pin to hold it together before you sew, so that when you sew it, it will come out looking professional. All the lines will just join each other. Also note, because we are using full lining for this dress from head to toe, full lining, we had to use the lining to conceal the hem. Instead of hemming it, instead of these edges, we use the lining to conceal it by sewing it inside. I mentioned that earlier and I showed us this. I just have to mention it again. So this is it. So this gives us a neatly finished edge and no seam front. Okay, the front doesn't show any seam here. So I'm just going to match it, and you see they match. If you cut your dress with pattern drafting and you try to match the patterns and do it right, your dress is going to come out perfect. You're just going to go ahead and complete it. So now I'm going to go ahead and complete this side and also go over the other side and complete it as well. And then I'm going to place this beautiful dress on the mannequin for us to see what we have done. Alright, so here, this is the wrong side of the front. See how neat it looks because of the way we conceal the inside. And if you know me very well, you know that I always continue my sewing without cutting the thread. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to place this other one in the sleeve and just continue from this other side and sew. Alright, so here I'm done sewing both sides of the dress and it's time to put it on the mannequin. But first, let me show you how I conceal my zipper. So the zipper head that is excess, I'm going to put it behind the sewing allowance like so, and I'm going to top stitch on it multiple times. So here, look at it. This is my own method, okay? So when you zip it, it just stays like this. But some people go ahead and they put theirs and then they top stitch it across like this, but I don't do that. That top stitching where the sewing will show at the back, I don't do it. Alright, so this is the back and the slit allowance. So for me to conceal this, now I'm going to weave the rough edges, okay, and then I'm going to look at the place where I marked where my sewing stopped. I'm just going to sew across this marking, sew across it like that to hold it down together. Okay, that's after weaving it. And then I'm going to put my hemming gum at the back of this one that's going to be laying flat. I'm going to put the hemming gum underneath like this, and I'm going to go ahead and iron it straight so it will stay flat like that, while this other one just lays perfectly on it to give it a neatly finished inside out. I'm going to show us pictures and here, so that's it. This is it. So guys, if you like this series, then you should definitely stay tuned for the next series that is coming just immediately after this one. And yep, so this other one is going to be a different class altogether, and it promises to be interesting. And after that one, we also have our jumpsuit designs also coming up, and they are all coming as a series from episode 1 till the end of the video. So don't forget to check them out, and please do not forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed at this point. And also to say thank you for this well-structured class, please do well to share this video at your Facebook and WhatsApp.